The 2021 National Telehealth Champion Award is presented to U.S. Senator Tim Scott.
Without any question, the pandemic has brought real challenges and really illuminated a lot of disparities that we see in healthcare, whether those are chronic conditions like sickle cell anemia, or if it's focused on the pandemic COVID-19, there's no doubt that we have to improve the delivery system for our nation's most vulnerable. As we look towards solutions, not just combating the pandemic, but also addressing disparities in the long term, it seems clear to me that telehealth is a vital part of that entire, the new apparatus that is necessary.
Senator Scott is a critical champion for telehealth for South Carolina, and let me tell you why. Our hospitals have told us for several years that we now have the infrastructure built out to engage in care through telehealth, but what we need is a sustainable business model. So the Senator, he's the lead champion on the Telehealth Modernization Act. That is a critical piece of legislation for the use of telehealth in this country.
The Telehealth Modernization Act, first and foremost, would make permanent the telehealth flexibilities that have been granted during the pandemic. And importantly, that would allow Medicare beneficiaries to receive telehealth services wherever they're located, including their home, which would be a huge step forward. He's going big, which is important because we've seen a lot of little rifle shots at the federal level to have different services covered, and the Telehealth Modernization Act would take the biggest step forward in terms of modernizing our policy. He's also been the sponsor of the Prevent Diabetes Act, which would expand the Medicare diabetes prevention programs to include virtual diabetes prevention programs, which is so important for beneficiaries that are in rural and underserved areas.
He's also a champion for Medicare because he is pushing the Connect Health Act, and that would make sure that Medicare pays for the use of telehealth. He's also working to help us with broadband. He gets it that even having telehealth technology in place doesn't mean you can reach people who don't have broadband in their community or their home. So he's been a big champion of getting broadband into rural areas.
You can have the best telehealth platform possible, but if beneficiaries can't access it because they don't have the broadband or they don't have the technology or the wherewithal, then it's not going to help anybody. So his efforts will make the biggest difference in our telehealth coverage policy, and it will have a tangible impact on Medicare beneficiaries today. And so he's really doing meaningful work, and that's what makes him a telehealth champion.